Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Gabriela Fundora, one of my favourite fighters, male or female, of either gender. I think she's fantastic. She stops Marilyn Badillo in the 7th round, which is really annoying because I had money on the 6th round and she hurt her in the 6th round, but got her out of there in the 7th. She defends her undisputed flyweight titles. She's got all 4 of the big belts and the Ring Magazine belt. And she won every single round against the previously undefeated Badillo, who came in with 19 wins and a draw, no defeats. Badillo, she's only got 3 KOs out of 19 wins. She didn't have the power to trouble Gabriela. Comes from Mexico, 25 years old. She never faced anyone even approaching the standard of Gabriela. And it kind of showed. I mean, it was... At one point, was it Chris Mannix said, it looks like a woman in there with a little girl. And it kind of did. And part of that, of course, is because Gabriela is up 5'8", 5'9", and Miss Badillo, Senorita Badillo, she's like 5'3", and it showed. And basically, she was just beaten up and ground down, Badillo. Fundora came out, as you would expect, very bolt upright, very wide stance, looking like you needed to adjust your TV set because she's so tall and narrow. But southpaw, she had that left hand cocked, and it was, as Gabe Rosado said, it was like a power stance. I'm going to put this on you. See this left hand? This is coming at you all night. But that's not to say she neglected the southpaw jab, because she didn't. And Badillo actually ended up with, I think, about 3rd round, she started to have that sort of knot, a hematoma, do they call it? Sort of right here on the forehead. And the referee said that was from an accidental head clash. Well, considering Badillo would have to jump up to headbutt Fundora, I don't know, maybe it was a punch. I don't know. It could have been a clash of heads. But it soon became apparent that Badillo just couldn't do anything with Gabriela. She's too big. She's like a praying mantis, a collection of giant limbs tied together in the middle. Gabe Rosado on commentary said that Fundora reminds him a little bit of Paul Williams, excellent welterweight, who unfortunately suffered, I think, a motorcycle accident and is now in a wheelchair. But in his pomp and circumstance, he was a very, very tall, rangy, powerful fighter, very good fighter. People remember him getting chinned by Sergio Martinez in their rematch in 2 rounds, but he was actually a lot better than that result suggested. He had some very good wins on his resume. And yeah, I see the similarity. They're both very tall, very upright power punchers who don't really have much of a defense because they don't need it. I mean, Gabriela, if you were a really fast bob and weave merchant, like a sort of female with a Mike Tyson sort of style, you would be able to find the target because you bob and weave, bang, 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 left hook comes over, bang, because the target is there. But who's going to, certainly this way, going to be able to find it? Because Badillo, she tried everything. And she got nowhere, precisely nowhere. She was even making herself even smaller. I mean, at one point there was a punch, I think, or a little spot in the 2nd round where she bent down so much. She was almost leaning beneath her own waist, Badillo, which meant there must have been about 15 inches difference in height. And Gabriela was punching almost vertically to try and clip her. And as one of the commentators, Chris Mannix, I think it was, said, Badillo was complaining about being hit on the back of the head. Well, you can't lean forward and offer the back of your head and expect a fighter to completely ignore it. I mean, they're not going to. You can almost hit someone on the back of the head accidentally if they're bending down and leaning forward so much. But Badillo was just way out of her depth. She was trying to get close. Even when she got up close, she didn't have the power to trouble Fundora, and it was rare that she did manage to get close. It was almost like, at times, you got I posted a silly picture of me on the community page of me wearing one of those, head balls where you got the ball on the elastic and you kind of like a speedball. it was almost like the ball was Badillo and the boxer was Fundora. She won every single round, like I say. And when it got to the 7th, it was, I mean, the corner was saying to Badillo, you've got to let your hands go, Well, you've got to have something to hit. And Fundora, I think between the 6th and the 7th, the corner said to her, look, go for the knockout now. I think it was her father said, go on and go get her. And she did. She just went after her, put it on her, lots of backhand, straight lefts, too much power, beat up Badillo. And in the end, by the ropes, Badillo took a knee. I don't think it was one punch that put her over, and she just quit. She got up, she was shaking her head. She said, no more. And it was a bit of a no mass, but to be honest, I don't blame her because she was just getting beaten up. And if you can see, little shoots of recovery or shoots of opportunity in a fight, you think, okay, I'm busted up, I'm getting crap beaten out of me, but I can see how I might be able to win. I can see how I can turn the tide. This woman had been dragged out by the tide and drowned effectively. So I don't really blame her for quitting, to be honest. Better than seeing her getting seriously hurt. So Gabriela Fundora moves to 16 wins, no draws, no defeats, and she has 8 stoppage wins, which for a female fighter is very, very, well, it's not very, very, but certainly relatively high because of the 2-minute rounds. You need an extra minute to get your work done very often. But when you consider she's only just turned 23, as the commentary team on DAZN was saying, Katie Taylor, Serrano, Shields, they're all in their 30s. This is the future of women's boxing, and I absolutely think so. 16-0 now, no draws, no defeats, 8 KOs. A 5'9" flyweight who says she can go down to light flyweight. Would you believe it? This girl must be hollow. She must have hollow legs, arms, and torso. But I do like watching her. I think she's terrific. She's got a real nastiness about her, which really, it's the polar opposite of how she comes off when she's being interviewed. She's got a big wide smile, and she. Someone said to me once, Gabriela Fundora, when she's out of the ring, she looks like someone who's just won a spelling bee. When she's in the ring, absolute opposite. She's a panther. And I really like watching her. I think she's fantastic. Great fun. So what's next for Gabriela? Defend her belts a bit more, I suppose. Clean out a division if she hasn't already. And then either move down a division or move up, maybe. But if she can carry on making this weight, why not just dominate the whole division? I mean, she's got time, and she's 23 years old. She's got about another decade in the game at least. She can go on for as long as she likes. And you look at the quality of the opposition. I mean, Alanez was 15-1 going in, and a champion in her own right. Then you had Asenio, went the distance but didn't win a round, got whitewashed. Christina Cruz got stopped in the last round. She was undefeated. Ali Machino, veteran, she got stopped in 5. I mean, these are all quality girls, and they're just getting completely outclassed by Fundora. So, yeah, tell me what you think of Gabriela. Are you as high on her as I am? Yeah, thanks very much for watching the video. Hit the like button, do all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Because they count the likes for whatever reason. I don't know. They do. Don't ask me. I just run the channel. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Big show tonight. What is it? Liam Cameron and Ben Whittaker are fighting tonight. So I'll be doing some reviews on that as well, on that show. And I'll see you then. All right. Bye for now.